Now, before we get into this next beer, I know that we're trying to rate these as equally as possible. The Modelo Company, they just became America's #1 best-selling beer, baby. Let's fucking go!
Let the record show that Basoda is biased as fuck. I will not let him get away with this.
I'm not waiting for you, guy. Viva la Mexico!
I gotta stop laughing.
Woo! That's S tier, baby. No questions asked. S tier right away.
Do I? You know what? I don't even think I get a say here. You can put it in S tier, and that's fine.
Oh man, episode 10. We made it. 10 episodes without being canceled on Twitter. I'm proud of us, guy.
Wait, I thought you already got canceled.
Well, you know, it's a group effort. It's a group effort. You know, it's a group project.
Get it back.
Both their names are on the group project. Look, it's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. Yeah, cracking open a cold one with the boys, because that is what we're doing.
Consuming alcohol.
Yeah.
As legal age drinkers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we're doing on today's episode of The Trash Guys. We're gonna be trying beer, and I mean, like, man, a fuck ton of it. Like a lot of beer. Like there's a lot of beer. That's what we're doing today, ladies and gents of legal alcohol consuming age.
Here's what I think we do really fast. Just kind of
introduce
one
the
at
beers.
a time. Yeah, one at a time. Take turns. I got 8. You got 8, right?
I got 9. I'm a little crazy today, guy.
Now,
I got 9.
Chat, before we do this was a very last minute shopping spree. We didn't ahead of time. So Basoda just kind of grabbed what he could, told me what he got, and then I went to my little market, and they were sold out of a bunch. Like, there was so much gone. I don't know what the fuck's going on in my town right now, but there's so much alcohol gone. So I just got what I could. And I'm not much of a beer drinker anyway. So I said, fuck it. I'm probably not going to like anything. So I'm just going to get whatever. So before you guys hate on me for the selection, we didn't select them based off what we would or wouldn't like. We just fucking bought shit. Okay? So don't judge us. But so why don't you take lead here? You go ahead and show first on some of yours.
Okay. Let's see.
Yours.
So, of course, being, you know, the, what's it called? The, affirmative action representative, you know, the diversity hire on this podcast, I went ahead and got all the Mexican beers. So I got, Pacifico, right? I got some, where is it? Corona, not to be confused with the coronavirus, because people actually did do that, which was really stupid. I got some Tecate. This is the favorite beer of all your smoking Mexican uncles. And, of course, my personal favorite of the bunch, Modelo, baby. Oh my god, I love this beer. This beer is so good. And some others that I have as well. I got a couple favorites, a couple both American, imported, etc., etc. But I also have, let's see, I got some Michelob Ultra. Very delicious, maybe or not. We'll compare. Blue Ribbon.
Will compare?
Yeah, I got Blue Ribbon beer, which I'm hearing is very like contentious. It's a very it causes a rift in the boys. You know, some people hate it, some people love it. Let's see. I got Stella Artois, which I always pronounce as Artois because I'm uncultured.
At least you don't say Artois.
Artois. But yeah. Let's see. I got, you know, Sapporo from Japan for all the weebs out there in chat, which has, by the way, like the coolest bottle or the coolest can. It's like not a straight can. It's kind of like it's like a little curved on the lower ends. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it's got like these ridges.
Kind of
it's very cool.
Like
a beer glass. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Very easily wins for coolest presentation. And then finally, y'all already know, there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. I know it's technically not a beer, but I feel like, you know, you see this at college parties everywhere. We got to pay some respect to the hard seltzer. And I got the daddy of them all.
Yeah, my
so that's all the beers that I have.
Special guests. So, you know, for anyone, this is Nala who don't know already.
Guy, you can't let the cat drink the beer.
They're not open.
You can't. We're going to get actually canceled. They're going to tell PETA.
They're not open.
All right,
He's
all
not
right,
listening,
well.
chat. He's not listening. All right. Well, like we
What are
already
your
said,
beers?
no judging. But I also have Michelob Ultra, so we and Basoda can compare that one.
That one will go
I'm gonna
head to
put
head.
this back over here. Okay. I'm gonna preface this by saying, as you guys can see, Basoda got like the non-white trash redneck beers.
Yeah,
On the other hand, grab the white trash redneck you see freaking at any.
Yeah, you got all the light beers because you're a lightweight, right?
I'm not a lightweight. I just don't like beer.
Oh, isn't that what light beers are for? Light beers are for
I
lightweights.
don't fucking know. So we got a Miller Light. We'll talk about that one later. We got a Coors Light. What else? Oh, we obviously got the Bud Light.
The Bud Light.
We also grabbed Heineken, and I have been seeing quite a few people in chat saying that beer is gross. So I'm glad I'm not the only one here that beer is just genuinely gross as a whole. And then I got Modelo Oro, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know if that's different than regular Modelo, but
It is, but not by much, I think.
I grabbed it, so there we go. And then, just to make sure I was at least even-ish in drinks, I grabbed a couple beers. A spiked Arnold Palmer and a Mike's Hard, because fuck it. Anything that you can get cheap at a college party or for a college party, you get. So that's kind of the idea behind this shit.
Right.
We take those and we go. My cat is just
Exactly.
having a field day up here right now. Actually, I think she's hiding from my girlfriend's dog. Who's right here somewhere. Oh, you can kind of see him.
Quill.
All right. So, I guess you want to get started and just
Should we start with the one that we have?
That we both have, the Michelob Ultra?
Yeah.
I'm down. All right.
And to preface, for all of our listening, we're not just downing these right now. We're probably these are like 24-ounce cans. We're just gonna drink it a little bit, talk about it, and 8 opened beers just around us. Oh my god, these animals are so angry. All right. Cheers, basura.
Cheers.
All right. This is gonna suck. Nice little.
What do you mean?
fizz.
I love Michelob. Okay, fair enough.
It literally, beer just tastes like carbonated wheat water. Like,
I can taste
I don't understand.
I taste notes of a wheat field, golden amber waves of grain, Blue Ridge Mountains. Tastes like America.
Tell me the origin of it. Which field it was grown in.
Nope, I did zero research for this podcast, like I do most podcasts. It's what's gotten me in trouble already, but it doesn't matter.
Is my mic cutting out? Oh no.
Might be.
Is my mic cutting out for you, Basoda, or is it just the stream?
It might be just the stream, because I think it's fine. But if chat's saying it, then maybe we should fix that real quick. Maybe try bringing your mic closer. Because if it's cutting out, it might be a noise gate thing.
True. Guy's mic is lower volume.
Oh, I think it's just because mine is really, really high. Let me lower my own volume, and that might help.
You don't have me turned down in Discord, right?
No, I don't think so. I have you like 90, because 100 makes you sound weird. I'll bump it up to 95.
Fair. All right, we'll bring it a little closer. Sorry for the sound issues, guys. Not sure what's different this week compared to all the other weeks, but we'll hopefully fix that. I brought it closer, fixed the gain a little bit, so hopefully that helps. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna keep my. Do we want to rate these as we go, or do we want to do like a rating at the end and kind of placement?
I think we should do it as we go, mostly because I am going to forget. As the night goes on, the more and more drunk that we get, the more difficult it's going to be.
Actually, I'm going to do this. Hey, babe, can I borrow a sticky note and a pen? I'm going to write this down because I'm going to forget.
Oh, great. Now the camera's...
I know.
I have no clue what's happening with the production tonight.
What? It seems like... Did your stream just cut out completely?
No, it was just it was Discord. It was being weird. Our production is as drunk as we're going to be tonight. It is what it
Apparently,
is.
we haven't even started. All right, so I got 8 beers. Let me write this down here. This one, guys, in case you can't tell, is just for fun. It's our 10th episode. We are just trying to have fun tonight, have some drinks. Tell you guys, we're actually going to tell you guys some college stories a little bit. Let you guys in on some background of us. Well, not background, but some fun backstories that may or may not come up later. You never know.
Right.
So hope you guys are excited for that.
That should fix it. There we go.
I'm gonna blind place this. You know, like those filters on TikTok where I don't know if you guys have seen the Pokemon one recently or like there's movie ones, but you have to place it like 1 through 10. But once it's there, you can't move it. So you have to be like, oh, I don't know if the next one is good or worse or yada yada. So I'm gonna blind place these like that. So with this one, let's see.
I need another taste, not because I want to keep drinking, but
Well. All right, I think I have an idea.
So the way I like to rate my beer is I do it the good old fashioned college experience, the college way, where I rate my beer based off of how smooth it goes down, aka how chuggable a beer is, as well as like the aftertaste. The aftertaste is also very important. If there's little to no aftertaste, that's great. If it's a really strong bitter aftertaste, it makes me not want to keep drinking it, That's kind of how I like my beers.
I judge it a little bit based off flavor and how, some beers, when you drink them, they're just so carbonated that they kind of leave like this big air bubble in your stomach. Like you just feel like, ugh.
Yeah.
Speaking of air bubble.
Jesus, dude.
Bro, that was not planned, I swear. That's how I mean. Like, if my stomach hurts after a few drinks, I'm like, ugh, I don't fucking like that shit.
Right.
All right. I think I'm just gonna put this right there. I think that's a good placement for it.
All right, and let me.
Not a drunko burp. We ain't drunk yet.
Do you want to like show each other where we ranked it, or do you want to save that at the end and then compare it?
Oh, I don't mind telling you. Like I said, just where I have it is where I'm going to leave it. So if I have one and my placements are fucked up, that sucks. Okay. It's where it's at. I put it at 5 out of 8.
5 out of 8. Oh, I'm doing like a different kind of tier, like the S, A, B, C tier.
Oh, you're doing that one?
Yeah. I put
that.
this at
that.
I put this at A tier.
Put A tier. It's
not the greatest beer.
Better.
Yeah, it's not the greatest beer, but again, it's very smooth on the way down. I can chug this a lot. I've actually specifically gotten Michelob Ultra like to shotgun on stream before because it is a very chuggable beer and it has a very, very mild aftertaste. So like I don't feel terrible after taking a sip or taking large chugs.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. Well, that could be an A tier. I've actually never had Michelob Ultra before just now. So really? I'm actually genuinely surprised. It still has that beer taste to me. I don't know, but like Michelob. I'll say whatever the fuck I want. I'm being judged from the sidelines right now. Michelob.
Oh, whoops.
Anyways, bringing it back. Oh, Basoda is showing. Okay.
There we go. Sorry, I wanted to show the tier list.
Oh, I see. Ultra. Oh, you found one. Nice.
Yeah. This is all I wanted to show.
Yo, the Jefe. I see the Jefe up there.
The what now? The who? What are you saying? Am I drunk already? Is he saying anything? Hello? My ears! Guy, I think you're muted. Or am I muted? Guy, I think you're muted. Or am I muted? Oh, I'm deafened. I fucking deafened. I deafened the Discord call.
You did not deafen Discord.
Discord call. I forgot about this short. I'm already drunk, and we're like 2 sips in.
Yo, at this point, we should just let your sister keep streaming.
Oh
Bro,
my
I was trying
god.
to tell chat that you're deafened, and then I realized chat can't hear me because you can't hear me, and I was like, fuck. So I guess I just have to type it.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's move on to the next beer.
Yeah, that's
Before
what I
things
was
get,
saying, and then I
out
was like,
of hand.
Basuda, hello?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
All
see.
right.
You know what? I think I need to
Oh,
hit close to home and get a beer that I know a lot of my family grew up drinking.
okay.
That's gonna be Pacifico.
Pacifico. All right.
Pacifico.
Well, if that's the case, I guess I'm gonna pick my dad's go-to beer.
Which
Coors
was?
Light.
Coors Light. Isn't all of
The
Coors
most
Light
watery fucking.
Yeah, isn't all of Coors Light marketing that you have to drink it like super, super ice cold? Like if you don't
something like
drink it
that.
ice cold, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, they did some type of marketing where like if you have it up to a certain temperature, the cans would turn blue. I don't know if this is one of those cans or if they still even do that. But like it was like their big thing, and you know they would have that train going Polar Express. I don't know if you even know what ads I'm talking about, but
No.
all right, well
go ahead
then,
and
never
take a
mind.
sip. All right, cheers, guy.
Cheers, sir. Dink. God, this one is so foamy. And I didn't even pour it. It's just coming out of a can foamy.
That was good. I want another sip of that, actually.
This is literally like water. Just bad tasting water.
Because you got all the shit beers.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I got a little lights. I did look from some darker ones. I tried to find like Guinness and like other things, but they didn't have the like these types of cans, and I wasn't getting a pack of Guinness. It's just not happening.
All right. Well, what do you think of that Coors Light?
It's just a very basic, cheap ass, drink a lot, not taste much beer. I'm putting it at a B.
B for beer.
Beer.
I actually
put
think
it
I'm
in
gonna
W for water.
I think I'm gonna put it in C for Coors. I don't have the Coors Light on me, but I have had it before, and it their marketing is what I mentioned for a reason. Like if you drink Coors Light anything less than near frozen, it's just shitty.
It's cold. Like all of these are cold.
Right.
I don't want anyone thinking I don't.
It's like if your beer, if your the entire experience of your beer, excuse me, we're gonna be burping a lot.
We are.
Depends on like how cold it is. I feel like there's not a lot of substance in your beer. Like, don't get me wrong, you need to drink beer cold. But
I will say these are the ones that you can go to. Like once you've already gotten a little right later in the night, and you start doing like the fucking shotgun contests and the kegs and shit like that. This is the beer you go to. This shit is so easy to just chug and drink over and over and over.
Who wants to see Guy and I chug beers?
No.
10 subs each right now. All right.
You give me a regular size can, and we'll do a shotgun contest.
Maybe.
Oh, we should have done that. Why didn't we do that?
Because they don't sell the small cans individually.
True. Fuck.
Anyway, so I put Coors in C. I'm gonna put Pacifico. Let me describe you the taste of Mexico.
Mexico? Is that more Mexico than the other ones?
It's an ocean breeze on the cliffs of Cancun, right?
Okay.
Delicious beer. You're surrounded by beautiful Mexican women, and they're all bringing you a cold can of Pacifico.
Are you just describing one of their advertisements?
Yes.
Let me describe to you Mexico as I just tell you one of their ads.
It's really good, and it is very similar to Michelob Ultra in that it is very smooth on the way down. It has a bit more of an aftertaste than Michelob Ultra, but it's not much more that I would consider putting it lower, so I'm actually going to put it in the same tier. I'm going to put it in A tier.
Okay.
And so this is what the list looks like right now for everyone at home watching. Maybe you're drinking along with us. Hey, any YouTube watchers or Spotify listeners, drink some beer.
Feel free to drink along.
Drink along. Tell us what you think.
I just received a sticky note next to me that says "judging hard." My girlfriend, my lightweight girlfriend, is over here judging me. Beer. Neither do I.
Fine. Next time we'll do a wine tier list.
Oh no, I refuse. I'm calling it right there. I'm out.
All right, fair enough. All right, shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah, I was just gonna do a quick story. I worked at
Go
Olive
for it.
Garden. I
Mhm.
worked at Olive Garden, and you know how we're supposed to like recommend wines with shit and things like that. I'd get people that ask me, "What wine do you think would go with this?" And I'd say,
Oh
honestly,
god.
I don't fucking know. I hate wine. So I know red meats go with red wine, and light meats like chicken, pork, those types of things go with white wine. That's all I know when it comes
that's
to
all I've
pairs.
ever heard as well. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know much else beyond that either.
Yeah, let the girlies take over the Trash Guys podcast and do a wine episode.
Sure. Okay.
Just reading the chat here.
Next beer. Oh dear. Let me do
Which
an
one?
American one.
All right, if you're gonna do, okay, I'll save that one for when we do a little comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Let's go to the other American. We got
Your C's are like cutting out real hard. When you
Coors
say
Light, Bud Light.
classic, you're like
Classic.
okay. Now it's there. It's good. It's
Classic. Well, I was kind of turning away to grab the beer.
good. Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I just had
what
to
do
make
you
sure I
got?
talk at the mic.
What's your classic then?
The Bud Light. Little
Mm,
Coors Light followed by some Bud Light. You know, two
AKA
probably.
water.
Yep, some
I
of the
got
most.
yeah. I got a possibly controversial pick here. I got Blue Ribbon. Personally, I like this beer, but a lot of people say that this beer sucks.
I would put that tier in fucking Z tier.
Z
I
tier.
hate PBR.
That's funny because I hate Bud Light. So we're each drinking beers that we enjoy, but that the other does not like. So this will be interesting. All right, you ready?
Bear.
Did you already take a sip?
I'm ready.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I opened it. Sorry,
I saw it open.
There's like 3 animals in my streaming room right now, so I have one like jumping up on my arm, 2
Did
that
you
are
just call
chasing each other.
Did you just call your girlfriend an animal?
No, I did not. There's a little Shih Tzu literally rubbing my arm
You
right
called
now.
her a little shit too?
Oh my god!
Oh
Just
my
drink your beer, you
God.
bitch. Drink your beer. Shut the fuck up.
Alright, fine. Cheers.
Cheers. No, Bear.
See, I like this beer. I'm willing to negotiate its tier placement, but I like this beer. It's not as smooth as, you know, the beers I've enjoyed like Pacifico Stella Artois. But like I like the flavor. I think that all the other beer flavors are weird. This is like a really nice beer flavor, and it's just fizzy enough that it's not too harsh on the throat.
See, I would say Bud Light is less watery than Coors Light. Like it has more flavor, like compared to Coors Light. Like literally, Coors Light to me just tastes like bad water. At least Bud Light has a little bit of like actual flavor to it. Like it tastes like a drink,
Right.
which is why I prefer Bud Light compared to Coors Light. So I would definitely put Bud Light at A tier with Ultra. They're kind of like there with me.
I can't put Bud Light in A tier. I have to drop it to B. But you know what? I will concede. B for Bud. B for Blue Ribbon. I will concede that it's not a top tier beer, even though I personally like it. I can understand a lot of people's criticisms with this beer, and so I'll put it right in the middle of the pack at the B tier.
I will say, compared to most beers that I've drank and tried, Bud Light, I think they do a really good job at just keeping it simple. Like, it doesn't taste like a lot of beers you taste, they like try and add this flavor, this or this. It just tastes very simple. Tastes like just a beer, like not overly watered down, not like thrown in there with all this fucking, I think it's called hops, wheat, whatever. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
I don't know,
but it doesn't feel like they're just loading it. So I like it. It's very simple. I feel like it's one of the easier drinks.
Yeah, I need to clarify. I am not a beer expert. Do not ask me the distilling process or the history of beer. I am, however, a beer chugging expert. Okay, me in college, a totally different beast. Oh
Experts
my God.
on knowing how fast or how to get drunk the fastest.
I am an expert in consuming alcohol, not in the making or history of.
True.
Okay.
All right, now I do have to ask, actually, while we're doing this, because we all of our choices are kind of in the similar range. Like, if you go to a restaurant and you're to order a beer, do you like getting a light, a golden, an amber, a dark, like, or do you stick with like Modelo's and stuff like that, like those lighter kinds?
It kind of depends, you know. Like if I'm eating something, I can definitely go for like a heavier beer, something a little bit darker, because the food will help balance it out. But if I'm just at a bar just to drink, I'll stick with something light. You know, you don't wanna do it. You don't wanna overdo it.
True. All
All
right.
right, you want to move on to the next one?
Sip. Yep. Do you want to do another comparison? Well, I guess kind of comparison. We both have a
Sure.
Modelo.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's do it.
Oh.
All right. Now, before we get into this next beer, I do want to say something. I know that we're trying to be fair and cordial and rate these as equally as possible, but I just want to shout out my fucking boys at the Modelo Company because they just became America's #1 best-selling beer, baby. Let's fucking go.
Let the record show that Basota is biased as fuck. I will not let him get away with this.
I'm not waiting for you guys. Viva la Mexico!
I gotta stop laughing.
Woo! That's S tier, baby. No questions asked. S tier right away.
Do I? You know what? I don't even think I get a say here. You can put it in S tier, and that's fine. I'm gonna put it in the B tier.
Did you drink
list.
it? I did.
Yeah.
I know. I had my eyes closed.
I did. So, can you tell me what's different about this Modelo than a regular Modelo? Because it does taste different, but like,
I'm gonna be honest. I only ever drink Modelo Especial, so
okay. You know what? I definitely think a Modelo out of the bottle tastes better than a Modelo out of can.
That's fair. You know, I will agree with you there. The little glass bottles with like the gold leaf wrapping. Oh, so good. Yeah,
plus,
I
you know,
100%
we
agree
don't
with
have
you
lime.
there.
We're missing the lime right now.
True.
So there's a lot of things going wrong that I don't know. I've had Modelo and this is not a Modelo. This is not the Modelo that I know.
Yeah, trust me. The one you're looking for is Modelo Especial because it's special. It's the #1 beer in America, baby.
Why is it special? What did it do to deserve being special?
It's just built different. It's the best fucking beer. No questions asked. I will not hear any arguments.
Maybe I want to argue. I'm in an arguing kind of mood right now, all right?
Okay, let me phrase it this way. You cannot make better beer than the people whose entire life is based around drinking it. Mexicans will come up with any and all excuses to drink this shit.
I thought that was tequila.
Any excuse to drink beer at a party, we come up with it. It is not a real Mexican party unless there are more beer than like children. Even if it's like a children's birthday party. It can be whatever, but I mean, beer is a lot cheaper.
True. We got a fan submitted Modelo fun fact.
Okay.
Grupo Modelo, the Mexican brewer, is owned by Anheuser-Busch, the same parent company of Bud Light.
Oh. Interesting.
Fun fact there that the same company that makes your favorite beer makes your most hated beer.
It's not my most hated beer. I just don't like it. I just don't care for Bud Light. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I mean, listen. There are so many products owned by the same company that just don't compare with one another. You know, like
that's true.
take all the Coca-Cola products, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell me that like fucking Dr. Pepper is as good as like Coca-Cola or whatever.
Did you just say Coca-Cola is better than Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, I did. Why?
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Chat, get him. You
can't beat the classic taste of Coca-Cola.
I like Coke, but Dr. Pepper has that beat by a mile. I
don't know. It's like I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not bad. I enjoy a good Dr. Pepper from time to time, but you give me a choice. I'm going to go with the classic. All day, every day, baby. 100 years plus strong.
Well, I mean, at least you're saying Coke and not Pepsi. I mean, we all know Coke's better than Pepsi.
True.
Yo, okay, speaking of drinks, because it just popped in my head when we were talking about this. Did I see correctly? Someone posted in your Discord that there's like Baja Blast, like 12 packs being sold again and stuff.
Yeah, Baja Blast is available like to buy. It's not like a Taco Bell exclusive anymore.
Woo!
You can go to your store and just get Baja Blast now. It's crazy.
Baja Blast.
Baja
I'm
Blast.
excited. Blast. Oh, by the way, I got you beat right now. I'm sitting here munching on some pretzels while I eat this.
Oh, you know what? Hang on. Where the fuck? I got some fucking to keep this Mexican train going. I got these Takis, but they're like Pringles. So Pringles.
I was gonna say, what
flavor.
the fuck is that container?
Yeah, it's Pringles Takis. You know, so it's a mixture, and it's a meld of our two cultures, Mexican and American. Because you know we both enjoy the same things when it comes down to it, especially beer. Number one beer in America, baby. That's fucking right. Play the song again. Play that fucking shit one more time, baby.
What are you talking about? What song? Have we had music on that I just can't hear? Am I missing some, chat? I'm very confused. Is there music playing?
Yeah, I was playing the fucking Mexican hat dance song on my stream.
Oh, okay. I've been sitting here like, what the fuck is this? I always thought you smoked something.
Nah, no.
Well, my chat. Sorry, you don't get the music. Only Basuda's viewers get the music right now.
It's fine. It'll be in the YouTube recording.
Fair.
I got to carb up because you know we need to balance out all this drinking, right?
I thought I was good because I had a fat ass bowl of dinner that just made.
Mm-hmm.
It was like rice, ground beef, broccoli, and like mini corn.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was full. Like, oh, I ate so much. I was sitting there like holding my belly. Like, oh, I was like, I'm so set. And the moment I started drinking, I'm like, God, I'm so fucking hungry again.
Yeah, same. I had a nice big old like teriyaki chicken bowl with like rice and everything, and same. This beer's like starting to really build into me.
All right. Well, I already know which one I'm gonna go next due to viewer requests.
Okay. You're doing an imported beer. I'll do one too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got my next beer.
All right. What do you got?
For all the weebs in chat, type your ayayas right now. I got Sapporo. One of my favorite beers, probably in my opinion, the best beer from Japan, at least of the ones that are domestically available. I do like my Sapporo beer a lot. I would love to go to the Sapporo region in Japan one day and go to where they make this stuff. I would love to visit the Sapporo beer distillery.
So, what is is there anything different about like the Japanese beer compared to like everywhere else?
No, it just tastes good. Remember, okay. I don't know the history or anything about beer. I am just good at consuming it.
It's one of those things that's like a random fact that you might know, you know?
Right.
Like,
fair enough.
No, I'm not asking for the history. I'm just asking if you knew, like, what's so different.
I like the taste a lot. I think of like just pure taste. It's a little. Right. Well, let's each drink our beer and then give our opinions on it.
I'm gonna preface mine with I've never had Heineken. So,
really?
Never had Heineken. So far, this is my first Michelob, I can't say it. I give up. First time having Ultra and first time having Heineken.
All right, we're lots of firsts today. Breaking that beer cherry.
All right, here we go. Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Cheers. It's very smooth. I like this. I think this is a good sipping beer. It's a great beer to just like, sip over and over because it's got good flavor. I will say the flavor, although good, is a little strong. So I feel like that flavor would it would make it difficult to chug Sapporo. There's a reason why people don't really chug Sapporo, because the flavor is very potent. So I wouldn't rank this super, super high because I don't think it's a great chuggable beer, but it is a great tasting beer in my opinion. Great for sipping, great for just, cracking open with the boys, taking a sip here and there. I think it's great. I personally love Sapporo. And I'm actually upset that this tier list that I'm using does not have it.
I was kind of shocked at first when I drank the Heineken. I was like, okay, this to it. But holy, the aftertaste that is just sitting on my tongue right now, bitter.
Jesus.
I
Oh,
held out.
no.
Like, I haven't said anything, but I've been sitting here, for those our listening viewers, just making faces and trying to clean the taste off with some salty pretzels.
Mhm.
Like, it's good when I drink it. Like, while drinking it, I was like, oh, okay. But then the moment I swallow, sitting there, I'm like,
Yeah, I've had Heineken, and I was wondering what you were going to think about that. It's the aftertaste. There's a reason why I mentioned my two big criteria, which is how smooth it goes down and just the aftertaste of it.
I'm gonna be
I
honest.
do not like drinking it.
I do. Yeah, I will not be drinking any more of this. This is the first beer that has come across now that I will. There will be no
Just
more
stop
sips taken of that. That's
give it to
just
the cat.
gonna...
Just give it to the
No,
cat.
no. She's only a year old, sir. She's a year old.
I'm putting Heineken in D tier for you.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm putting it there too.
It's not great. Also on my tier list, because this one for some reason does not have Sapporo beer, I will instead be substituting Shock Top as Sapporo, and I'm putting
Shock
Sapporo
Top.
in A. I'm putting Sapporo in A.
How do you feel about those
I'm actually gonna take another sip. What?
Citrusy beers? Shock Top, Blue Moon, like those.
I like him. I like him. I do. I think it adds a nice it's a nice change of pace flavor wise to all the other beers on the market.
Okay.
I enjoy them. I just didn't buy any of them today.
I
Because
think
feel
I've
like
tried Blue Moon once, but never Shock Top or anything.
I didn't bring any of them today because like I feel that we already had enough coverage with like your Mike's Hard and then my White Claw. I didn't feel like we needed any more beer adjacent drinks, you know.
Yep, I got one more beer and then I got my couple just fucking drinks.
Fair enough. Okay, let me grab another one then.
I'm on probably the worst of the lights, in my opinion, from what I know of the lights.
Miller?
We got the Miller Lite.
I heard a lot of people like Miller Lite. It's like the third best selling in the US, like after Bud Light and Modelo.
I've never had it.
Really?
Yeah, I've only ever had like Bud Light and Coors Light. But from what I've heard, it's a bitter one. It's a bitter light. So if it's like the Heineken, I'm going to be very upset.
Okay, well, you're going with a beer that, you know, you're a little hesitant about, that you're worried about the taste that might not be good. So I'm going to match you with that. And I'm going to go with what I feel is the worst of the Mexican beers. And listen, I'm sorry to all the Tecate fans out there, but when your options are like Corona, Pacifico, Modelo, right? It's hard to justify picking a Tecate over any of those. But, you know, fair is fair. I gotta do my country right, and that includes the highs and the lows. Okay. You ready, guy?
I guess so.
Okay.
We're going to find out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink.
Clink.
So I don't like Tecate for the same reason I didn't like the Heineken. It's the aftertaste, man. It's the aftertaste.
The aftertaste? The aftertaste?
It's the aftertaste. And I don't enjoy that. It's generally, it's like smoothish. It's not the most smooth beer, you know, it's not as smooth as, let's say, like Michelob or Stella. But it's pretty damn it is pretty damn smooth. It's just it's absolutely ruined by the aftertaste. Hold on, I need a Yeah. The aftertaste tastes like used cigarettes in an ashtray of a dirty rundown motel room. Like the way that smells, that's what the aftertaste of a Tecate tastes like. Ugh.
Yeah. The Heineken was like a sour bitterness. I know.
I did not like that.
As for mine,
yeah, Tecate is going into the D tier.
As for mine, it's not terrible. But you remember how earlier I was talking about how Bud Light is just a very simple, like, I feel like balanced beer?
Right.
I feel like they took this one and just tried to pack in so much flavor.
It's like
the moment it hits my tongue, it's just like, bleh. I'm like, ooh. Like, it's not bad. Like, I feel like I could it compared to the Heineken.
Right.
But definitely, I would go Coors or Bud before Miller. So I'm putting it in the C tier.
Wow. I've always heard lots of good things about Miller Lite. Well, I guess it's compared to the other light beers, not, up to the task.
It has a similar bitterness to Heineken. Not as bad, and it doesn't sit on my tongue as like an aftertaste. It's like I can taste the bitterness a little bit, and then when I swallow, it's gone. Compared to Heineken, where it just sits there, and I'm dying.
That's fair. I am now realizing that none of the beer tier lists that I'm using on Tier Maker have Tecate. Maybe because it's such a shitty beer, nobody
Absolutely
wants
terrible.
to put it on the list even. I can't even rank it because it's so bad. Like I said, fucking Florida motel ashtray is what that aftertaste tastes like. Don't ask me how I know what a Florida ashtray in a motel tastes like, but it tastes like it.
Hey, $5 is $5. I ain't gonna judge you.
It was a different time. But yeah, so I don't know what I'll use in place for it. I'll probably just have to edit it in the YouTube video. So for now, I will just use Natty Light also kind of sucks. So I'll just use Natural Light as my placeholder for Tecate, and then where did you place Miller Lite? I'll just go with yours.
I put it in C.
I kind of agree with that as well. So this is what the tier list is looking like right now.
All right, let's see.
We got Modelo in S, Michelob Ultra Pacifico, and that's supposed to be Sapporo instead of Shock Top in A, Bud Light and Blue Ribbon B, Coors and Miller in C, and then Heineken and Tecate, not Natural Light, in D tier.
You put my Coors Light in C tier?
I did. C
and
for
my
Coors.
Bud Light in B tier?
B for Bud Light. About that. B for Bud Light. B for Bud Light, brother.
I feel like this is racial discrimination. You're putting all the American beers down low.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right. You want me to drink a
No.
beer?
Don't move them.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, because I'm like, personally, I mean, I wanted to put Blue Ribbon up in A. That's a great American beer, in my opinion, but you disagreed, so you disagreed.
All right, well, the only two things I have left are not beers, which means I could drink the fuck out of these.
That's fine.
I kind of cheated and got a drink that I already really like. I think I drank a 12-pack of these by myself when some friends came over one time.
Damn.
They're just so good. These spiked Arnold Palmer lemon half and halves.
Oh, dude, I love me an Arnold I can't say it. An Arnold Palmer.
There you go.
These beers are getting to me.
Oh no. So it's just I think I'll do the Mike's Hard first. Get that one out of the way, and then finish off with my good old Arnold Palmer.
So I'm gonna go with after the shit show that was Tecate, I'm gonna go with one of my favorite beers, a Stella Artois, which is a lager. I don't know what lager means, but it tastes good. So I'm gonna go with that.
Yo, someone in chat tell us what lager means. What's the difference between a lager and a beer?
Yeah, can you guys do our research for us, please? Thank you.
This is uneducated folk.
This is a reverse podcast. We don't inform you. You guys inform us.
See, you guys just didn't get the memo. We emailed it out. You just didn't pay attention.
There you go. Okay, I'm ready to take another sip, guy. You ready?
Absolutely. I'm gonna drink the fuck out of this lemonade.
Cheers. I bumped the camera.
Oh, we got some information in chat. Oh. Ales are fermented with top fermenting yeast at warm temperatures of 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Lagers are fermented with bottom fermenting yeast at cold temperatures from 35 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
I don't know what that means or how it makes it any different, but I don't think I care because this shit is smooth. Oh my god. It's got great flavor. Kind of like the Sapporo, but it's not so it's not as bold of a flavor as the Sapporo. It's light enough that it makes it chuggable. This is a great chugging beer as well, I believe.
This is a really good lemonade.
Yeah.
Yo, there's no way someone in chat right now is saying to hydrate while we're sitting here 7-8 different beers. We are hydrated enough.
I should probably take some water just to be
No,
on the
no, no.
safe
There's
side.
water in the beer. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I've made that mistake before, guy. It ended with me going to the bathroom and leaving my stream on for 3 hours.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Were you taking a break, or were you supposed to end stream?
You know, it was a birthday stream, and I got really, really drunk, and then I told my chat, I'll be right back, chat. And then I went to go take a piss, and while I was in the bathroom, I was like, I'm really tired. I think I'm gonna lie down in the corner and take a nap. But then I forgot that I was streaming, and I didn't end the stream. And I woke up 3 hours later, realized the stream was still going. I had everybody worried. I had people like messaging me and trying to call me to make sure I was okay. And I was like, "Oh, I'm fine." I just passed out in the bathroom and left my stream on. And I've never lived it down ever since. So yeah, now I'm very careful when I drink on stream because you know we wanna be responsible streamers.
I have people judging the fuck out of me right now, and I don't appreciate it.
I think it's because you drink your water from a straw.
I was handed that and told to drink it because someone were dehydrating my lemonade, and they're like, "That's not water." Blah blah. Blah.
All right, whatever. I'm putting Stella Artois in S tier. I think it's a great chuggable beer. It's got a nice flavor and it's very smooth.
I'm putting my lemonade in S tier because I will drink these lemonades over fucking beer any day.
I will also agree with you there. This list that I'm using also doesn't have Mike's Hard, so I'm gonna put there's this thing called Mango Cart. I don't know what it is, but I'm using it in place. Mike's Hard gets an S.
Mango Cart is another one of those citrusy flavored beers. It's very popular where I'm at, actually. It's seasonal beer. It comes out every so often.
I've never had it. I've never even heard of it.
When I worked at Buffalo Wild Wings, we'd have Mango Cart. It was seasonal. We would sell out of it within days of us getting our stock in.
Oh.
Like, so fast. And then we wouldn't have it forever.
Well, speaking of mango, I happen to have a mango-flavored White Claw. And just like your Mike's Hard, this isn't technically a beer, but I feel like they're popular enough alcohols at the same level of beers that people drink them, people chug them, etc., etc. I am a big fan of hard seltzers. Personally, I'm a Truly's guy. I'm just saying.
I was going to say, I think Truly's are better.
I agree. I'm a Truly's guy, but I had to go with White Claws because it is by far the better seller and the more preferred, like, across the nation.
What's the black can Trulies? Those ones are better than the regular Trulies.
Those are the lemonade ones, I think. Lemonade or iced tea. I forgot which one. They're either the
Whatever
lemonade or
I
the
love
iced
the black
tea.
cans.
Yeah, those are really good. I agree.
Those are super good to have when golfing. I love some lemonades and tea when golfing.
So, what do you have any other beers, or was that like the last one?
I got my spiked lemonade, my spiked Arnold Palmer. That's it though. I don't have any more beers.
I did.
When I say, you don't understand. When I say that store was sold out of shit, it sold out. Like, shelves empty, and I talked to him, and I was like, "Where's all your stuff?" And he's like, "Oh, our last shipment got fucked up and never came."
That's
so they haven't gotten a shipment in like a couple weeks.
Don't worry, guy. I will drink and get drunk for us.
I appreciate you. Are you excited for some drunk gaming after this?
Oh yeah. For those that don't know, I'm gonna end stream and then I'm gonna hop into Valorant with Guy on his stream, and we're gonna
Valorant or Overwatch, one of the two.
Whatever. So if you want the night to keep going with some drunk fun, head on over to I'm this guy's stream after the podcast is over. Anyway, time to drink some White Claws, baby.
Bing bong.
Oh man, that feels so refreshing. I actually feel less drunk. I'm not even joking. I feel less drunk drinking a hard seltzer because I'm just so used to them. This is like not White Claws, like I said, Truly's, but seltzers are my go-to way of like getting drunk, especially on stream. Whenever I'm like, hey chat, it's time for a drunk night, I'm fucking sipping some Truly's. They're so good. They taste great in my opinion. And they got enough alcohol content like a beer to get me drunk.
What I'm trying to see. This one's not showing it. So, okay. This Arnold Palmer right here
Mhm.
has more alcohol content volume than this Modelo.
But it
Yet
doesn't taste like it does.
I
Yeah.
literally just taste the tea. It literally just tastes like tea. I could sit here and down the fuck
Four
out of this.
locos. Four
No,
locos.
no, no.
Bro, okay.
That used to be my fucking jam in college. I'm telling you, college basura was wild as shit. Okay, I would chug a Four Loco before any concert or music festival, or like if I was at a party and I was worried about over drinking, I would chug one Four Loco followed by one beer, and then I'm good. And I'm like, I'm good for the rest of the night. I don't need any more alcohol. I can just be like,
Favorite Four Loco flavor, go.
watermelon hands
Oh
down.
yes, he
Yeah,
knows.
you
He
know,
knows. He knows.
That's my fucking boy, dude.
Again,
understand, so
for
watermelon,
legal
hands
reasons,
down.
I cannot specify the exact time frame, but let's just say years ago.
Okay,
Mhm.
let's just say years ago.
Understood.
Me and one buddy, this was not a party. This was not a get together. This was nothing. It was me, him, in his garage,
Mhm.
beer pong table, Four Locos only.
God damn.
We didn't play where the cups were filled with water and you took a drink when you scored. We filled the cups halfway with Four Loco. So when you made the cup, you downed the cup.
Oh my god.
It was not an okay night.
No.
I repeat, it was not an okay night.
For those
okay?
that don't know, Four Locos, they're kind of like they're it's like a soda. It's like an energy drink, a flavor almost, but it's like it's a can of this. It's like a 24-ounce can, right? But the alcohol content is not 5% like most beers. It's fucking 14%.
It's caffeine with alcohol. It has caffeine in it.
There's caffeine. It's an energy drink that has 14% alcohol in it. It is that shit will get you wired and drunk. Like you're ready to go.
In our defense, it was the cheapest, easiest thing to buy for our age. That's all I'm going to say on that part. For our age. And we had never had it before. And it was just us. So it's not like we had anyone to be like, probably shouldn't do that. We were just like, oh, watermelon, cheap, caffeine? Fuck yeah, let's go. It was, I'm pretty sure I fell asleep on the rocks in the backyard.
I went to a music festival with a roommate of mine, and we stayed at a hostel, which for those that don't know, it's like a motel, but you share your room with other people. So it's like bunking in a cabin with strangers. It's super, super cheap. But I'd only recommend it if you really wanna save money. It was just me and my roommates. So it was like two guys, and we were just bunking with other guys who were also going to the music festival. Super chill guys. But I remember one of them, for legal reasons I cannot get into right now, offered to buy alcohol for us. And he would always get us Four Locos. And so each day was a 3-day music festival. Each day before the music festival, we pre-gamed by just chugging Four Locos and then a few beers afterwards. And like we were good. We were good for the rest of the night. It was a great music festival. I remember it fondly.
Okay. What about, all right, I'll start. And then I want to hear one of your favorite, maybe not like your most chaotic or whatever, but just one of your favorite college drunk stories, okay? One of my favorite, okay? I lived at the time probably a 10-minute drive from my college, okay? A 10-minute drive based off lights. If you got good lights, maybe like 5 to 7 minutes, okay? That's if you take the main roads. Me and my buddy were like, yo, let's go meet up with our friends on the campus. He was my roommate at the time. We had already been drinking, so we're like, you know what? We're going to be responsible. We're not going to drive. So we took turns. You remember what a ripstick is? Like it's the two wheels, and you have to kind of shake like to make it go, and you kind of swivel, right? Yeah. So we had a ripstick and a bike. Okay, and those are our only modes of non-driving transportation.
Right.
So we tied a rope to the bike seat, and then one of us would ride the bike and tow the other person. Both of us were drunk. I would take turns.
I don't like where this is headed already.
Needless to say, it took us a lot longer than 20, 30 minutes to get there. Okay. But once you get to the college, it's like kind of similar to like San Francisco. It's a lot of hills, up and down and drop, stuff like that. Not as bad. Not as bad as San Francisco, but it just kind of give you a general idea.
Yeah.
We got to one part. I was on the ripstick. We got to like the top of the hill. I wasn't paying attention. This motherfucker stopped.
God.
And like I'm just kind of zoned off looking around. And next thing I know, I'm going down this hill. I don't see my buddy in front of me. I don't know where he is. I'm just going down the hill really fast. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to stop. Ripsticks don't have brakes.
No, they don't.
I didn't know what to do. All I know is there's this big ass speed bump coming up and a car. So I decided I went to the opposite side of the car. I intentionally hit the curb, going however fucking fast I was going. No fucking idea. I know I was going. I went, hit the curb, and I went flying off of it and just fucking penguin slid on my belly in the grass. Luckily, there was grass, but just fucking across it. I'm just laying there laughing. My buddy comes up to me. He comes up to me. He's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "No, I'm not fucking okay. I'm in pain." But I was so drunk, I literally couldn't help but laugh. I was laughing from the pain.
That's the nice thing about being drunk. Sometimes is you numb your senses.
But yeah, so that was one that wasn't really so bad, but was kind of funny and fun at the same time.
I see. Before I get into my college story, I do have one more beer because I was able to get more, and I feel like I gotta drink it. It's Corona. I gotta do my people right. I gotta drink the last of the Mexican beers that I have assembled today, and just kind of give my opinion on it, place it on the tier list and all that. But yeah, so if you want to go ahead and grab whatever beer you want.
I'm just drinking my lemonades.
All right, that's fair.
I'm drinking something I enjoy.
I'm gonna go back and drink the rest of the White Claw after this. But
except this motherfucker. I'm not touching this motherfucker. You can go die in a ditch and step on some other
Heineken? Yeah, that's me with the Tecate. I'm not fucking touching that again. But yeah, all right, here you go. Cheers, guy, with whatever alcohol you would like at the moment. Mike's very good choice.
I want to finish this one and save my favorite one for last. And enjoy that one.
So I like Corona, but I am not as crazy about it as I am like Pacifico or Modelo. I don't know how to explain it. This Corona feels like the default Mexican beer. You know what I mean? Like nothing crazy about it. It's got a decent flavor, a little bit of fizz, so it's not super chuggable, but it's not that bad either. It's just your basic. It's like if you've never had a Mexican beer and you went to a restaurant and you're like, good sir, give me a Mexican beer, please. And this is what they would bring you out with no further specifications. This is like cerveza. This is the NPC cerveza of every like person in Mexico. If they don't have a preference, if they just like default, this is it. It's Corona. It's not bad. Like I said, I want to preface it. It's not bad. I'm not like pissing all over it, but it's just basic. I think I'm gonna put it in B.
It's like the well. It's like you just go, give me a beer, and they just bring you a Corona. It's the Bud Light of Mexico.
Yeah, it's the Bud Light of Mexico. Exactly. So I'm actually going to put it in B tier, in the same tier as Bud Light.
Fair.
And, yeah.
Accept that.
Okay, and then real quick, I want to just gonna kind of go over... This tier list is a mess, because like 3 of the beers that we drank and rated tonight aren't even on here. But next year we have Modelo, Stella
I see
Artois,
Fat Tire.
And, what did we say was Mango Cart? The Mike's Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then A, we have Michelob Ultra, Pacifico, and then I think instead of Shock Top, it's supposed to be Sapporo. B tier is Bud Light, Blue Ribbon Corona. C tier is Coors Miller. D is D tier, and instead of Natural Light, that's supposed to be Tecate.
Oh, I was going to say you lied to me. You said Miller Light wasn't on there, but that's Miller. I already know that's different than Miller Light, so... I mean, you can put it on there.
Miller Light is right here. Also, you know what I just realized? We're missing... Okay. We're missing White Claw. What should we do for White Claw? We'll do this thing. I don't know what this is.
Do the IPA. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This is what I was just looking at.
Yeah. So we'll do this. I think the seltzer is, personally, I would put it in A. I would put maybe Truly's. Truly's A. White Claw would be a B, but overall, just hard seltzers.
White Claws, I feel weird. I feel like they kind of lose their good flavor really fast. Like I feel like if you don't drink it quick, they lose their flavor. Not like their carbonation, just the flavor in general. You know what I'm saying?
I think so too. Yeah. Actually, I should probably finish my White Claw before it starts to get, too warm and that exact thing happens.
All right, I want story time, Basota. I'm waiting. I'm ready.
Oh god, I feel like I've already told my best stories. I told the story of like
That's not
the
fair.
music
I didn't know
festival.
you
I
then
told
when you
the
told stories.
story. Told the story about the stream when I got so drunk. I left and I went to the bathroom for 3 hours.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
I mean, I could tell more
I
stories.
guess I could tell you about probably the worst decision I've made, like alcohol wise.
Okay.
So, I learned the lesson about not mixing your lights and your darks the hard way.
Oh no.
This was when like I was like I was brand new to like drinking and substance use and all that. I had no fucking clue what I was doing. But I went to a party with my cousins and some mutual friends of ours and all that. And again, like I was brand new. I didn't know. I just wanted to get fucked up. I had just gotten out of like a shitty relationship, and I was like, fuck this. Like, I want to get fucked up. I want to like just get drunk, forget about it. You know, we were playing beer pong and all that. It was a great party. Except again, I made a little bit of an oopsie. You know, I had a lot of like rum and coke. And then I decided to also have like I forgot, like some kind of fruit cocktail, but it was made with like tequila. So I had like my dark and then I had some lights. And no one had told me this before, you know, because for legal reasons I was of age, but for unlegal reasons this was at a time before I was supposed to be drinking. So I did not know. You know. It was probably like a tequila sunrise. The point is I was drinking darks and then I was drinking lights and then I went back and had some more rum and coke, which made it even worse. I had a second thing of rum because we were playing beer pong and that's what we had to drink for it. And then in my infinite wisdom, my cousin pulled me aside and was like, "Yo, you want to smoke some weed?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, brother! I'm fucking getting faded. We're getting crossed, bitch." I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. We go out. We like step out. Me and my cousin and I from the party, and out in front of the house, and we start smoking the blunt. And at this point, I've already like sealed my fate, but I was about to make it even worse. Because we were like getting to like the very end of the blunt when a cop pulls up down the street, and I have the blunt in my hand at the moment. And when my cousin spots the car, and he's just like fucking put it out, get rid of it, you know, get rid of the blunt. You know, we're not supposed to be smoking this. I don't know how else to say this, guy. I ate it. I ate it. It was a little bit left. It was a little tiny bit left, so I figured. So I ate the tiny little bit of blunt that was left that we didn't finish smoking. I just ate it. And at that point, like
an edible.
I'm pretty sure you could just because I was nervous. I was worried. I don't want to go to jail. You know, I was young. I was like, fuck, dude. Like if they catch me smoking weed and like drinking and shit, like it's fucking Jover. You know? So I ate it. I ate it because I panicked. I didn't know what else to do, so I just fucking ate it. And like you can guess what happens next. Between mixing my lights and my darks and then also smoking weed on top of all that, it was bad. It was bad. I think about like 20 minutes after that happened, I go back to the main party and I'm feeling not that great. I find a nice soft spot on the grass in the backyard to sit down and lean up against the wall. And I'm out of it. I'm like a fucking zombie. I'm literally like. And then I think I'm like that for maybe 30 minutes. And someone decides to finally come check up on me.
Like, yo, are you dead?
The moment that they like look over and they're like, "Hey, man, are you doing all right?" The moment they do that, I just start spewing chunks all over myself. It's probably like one of the lowest moments in my life. And then the party just stops and everybody's just like looking at me. You know, they're just looking at this fucking dumbass idiot just fucking puking all over himself and all that. And I know my cousins, they were the ones that invited me to this party. They're so fucking embarrassed. They never invited me to a party after that. But yeah, just the cousin that I was smoking weed with, he agreed. He was a homie. He agreed to like, like clean me up a little bit, and then he was like, "All right, we got to get you home, man. Like before things get any worse." And like I said, dude's a homie. Drives me home, makes sure I have water, and sets me on the side. So because you don't want to like drown in your own throw up. That's bad. You should always do that. If you're ever taking care of a really, really drunk friend and you put them to bed, make sure you lie them on their side. Do not let them sleep facing up. That's a real thing. But yeah, he takes care of me after that. And I feel so bad the next morning, not just because of the hangover, but I feel bad because I'm pretty sure like the party just like ended after that. So I was just like, damn, dude, I ended the party. Just because like, I just, I was young. I was like really, really young.
So honestly, it's better being the buzzkill because you just got sick and maybe it was time to call it, rather than being that guy who just fucking gets so angry and just wants to fight everybody.
Oh yeah, no, I feel like that would be worse.
Like those guys that just literally kill the entire party because they heard a rumor or made up a rumor and they're suddenly fucking want to start shit and fucking I can't stand those people. Can't do it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been like really aggressive drunk. I like to be silly. But I guess in that particular party I got a little too silly and threw up all over myself. But yeah, that's probably, aside from the streaming and like the music festival, that's probably my most insane alcohol related story.
Okay. I know a lot of your viewers have probably heard a lot of your stories. I got one more story. I mean, obviously we have more, but I got one more because this one's always fun. Let me preface this with everything that I'm about to say was told to me, because this was like one of, I think, the 3 times, maybe 2 or 3 times I've ever blacked out.
Jesus.
Like, I don't remember this night. Everything I'm telling you was told to me from my friends about what I did.
Okay.
So we had a little house party get together at my place at the time. It wasn't like a party. Like, it was a little get together. I think there was less than 10 of us. Maybe like 8 or 10 people total. Just some of our closer friends. Nothing crazy. We went to the little market. The same market actually tonight.
The one you just got the beer from?
So this is like the local market right by the college. I don't live far from the college right now, so I just went there on my way home. It's like where you go to procure the alcohol when you're not quite legally allowed to procure alcohol. So, it's pretty easy. And you just go there. So we got there, and I was the driver, and they were going in. They're like, "What do you want?" I was like, "I don't fucking know. Give me whatever. I don't care." All right. They come out with this, I don't remember the brand. It's a vodka, and it's in a bright blue bottle, and it was Cinnabon flavored. I know that.
Hypnotic? No, I don't know what's Cinnabon.
No.
Never mind. I know Hypnotic is
flavors. There's different flavors. It's like a blue bottle.
Side note, like, any Hypnotics in chat, that shit will fuck you up. It tastes so good. Have you ever had it? Have you ever heard of it? It's a hard liquor. And just look it up right now. It comes in a really... Wait, do I have it? I have it. I think I might have it.
No way.
Hold on. Oh, God.
Oh, I figured it out. Okay.
I just stood up for the first time.
Basoda just gave himself the dizzies, chat. Hopefully he didn't hit his head.
I just stood up for the first time after having all that beer.
Basoda, you didn't just stand up. You fucking shot up out of your seat. You stood up so fast, and you can't even hear me right now.
Too fast.
Oh, wait, you can't hear me.
Chat, am I sweating? Is my face flush? Do I got the fucking beer sweats? I got the fucking beer sweats, don't I? Look at my fucking oily, shiny forehead. I got the fucking beer sweats. I think Basoda's
drunk.
Oh my God.
I think he's drunk.
Anyway, I don't have the bottle, so I got it for nothing. But I do have a different bottle that's really cool. I
looked it up. I figured that out.
It's really cool. It's not the right alcohol. This one is Ocean Organic Vodka, 80 proof. Boy, it's a really cool bottle, and I've kept it ever since.
Nice.
It's like a potion in like a.
So I googled it, and Jess told me the brand I'm thinking of is Pinnacle. Okay. It was Pinnacle Cinnabon flavored vodka, like a whole ass fucking bottle.
I've had that brand before. They make a bunch of like crazy ass flavors. I got a story, but I'll tell you a Pinnacle story after.
My buddies got me these 2 buddies that I went to the store with that went in to get me stuff. One, her name was Riley. The other, his name is Kyle.
Mhm.
I've known them since 7th grade at the
Mhm.
time. I'm still friends with Kyle. They go in, they come out with all the alcohol, and they're like, "This is for you. No one else is drinking this. This is yours." They thought it. They've never had it. They're just like,
This
"Oh,
is your bottle.
flavored. This man's a fucking sweet tooth fucking maniac. He'll love this shit." They're like,
Okay,
"No one's
okay.
touching this." I was like, "Okay." So I remember driving home. Party got started. Boom, cool. I wake up the next morning. I'm laying on the ground, holding like my mom's KitchenAid like bowl. Like, you know the KitchenAids and they have those big silver bowls?
Yeah.
I'm holding that. It has puke in it.
Oh.
I think they emptied it at one point because it was. But I'm laying on my side holding a bucket, fucking half naked. Literally, I have a t-shirt on. I have no.
You have no what? I'm sorry.
I have
What?
no underwear or pants. I have no underwear or pants on. There's a blanket on it. But I don't
Okay.
have underwear or pants on. I'm
All
like,
right.
what in the absolute fuck? Everyone finally wakes up like an hour after I do. I woke up at like 7:30 that morning. I was like, what the
Mhm.
fuck? Do you ever notice that? You get drunk and you just naturally wake up early for some reason?
Yes.
Why am I
don't know why.
awake? But anyways, so I woke up. They woke up later, finally tell me. I asked them, what the fuck happened? They go to my freezer. They pull out the bottle.
Yeah.
And they have a little red line kind of marking it. Out of the bottle, there was maybe like this much left.
So you
And
basically drink the whole bottle.
They told me not a single person had another drink out. Okay? At one point in the middle of the night, apparently dining room table and told everyone to shut the fuck up because I had to speech to give, and I went on this long
You're cutting out. You're cutting out again. I can't hear anything you're saying.
I'm sorry. I got up on the table and I was giving like this big ass speech about how I loved everyone, and I was so like literally like this big ass speech on the dining room table. And then at another point, apparently I wanted to shotgun some beers, and I
Mhm.
specifically, I guess, wanted to do it with our friend Riley. So I they were all sitting on the ground, and so I walked up to Riley and I grabbed her by the foot, and I like started dragging her into the kitchen. I was like, "Come
By
on, Riley,
the
let's go." Apparently,
Not by
this,
the
again,
foot.
this is what they told me. So I was dragging her, and everyone's laughing. Apparently, they were like, "It was kind of," but like she was like, "I'm gonna punch you in the face if you don't fucking put my foot down." While laughing, and then apparently because I thought she was laughing, I thought she was joking. And then when we finally got to the kitchen, she stood up, punched me in the face. I had a bloody ass fucking nose, and then I guess I wiped the blood off, and I was like, "All right, cool." She's like, "I'm good. You good?" I'm like, "I'm good." Beer, one nose was fucking bleeding out my fucking face, and then apparently fucking at one point I went from like sipping the bottle to I chugged half that shit. Like apparently I just lost all sense of flavor, taste, whatever, and just downed the fuck out of it. And about 15 minutes after that is when I started puking. But apparently I fucking had a wild night. Like no one was mad. Like people kind of like ended the party. Like when you were talking, like apparently everyone was laughing their ass off because I don't normally do that shit. Like normally I'm like the chill one and just having a good time and getting to that right amount. Yeah, apparently I just said fuck it and let loose that night. And so everyone had a good time, but I just don't remember it. So that's how that night went.
Damn. Okay, so it's funny you mentioned that you were half naked, because that does remind me of another story. Not I wasn't the one half naked. All right, everyone, calm down. All right, don't get a fucking hard on. It wasn't me.
Whoa.
But it did remind me of another story, I suppose. I'll just go over as I finish my White Claws, because there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws and all that. But I, during my college era, I had this apartment off campus, and I had roommates the first year, right? But all of them wanted to leave the apartment for various reasons. Like one of them wanted to go move in with different friends. Another one was just going to go live back home because it was cheaper. The third guy was like actually graduating, so he was moving on. But basically, I ended up with the apartment by myself. And I'm like, I can't afford this shit. I need new roommates. So before they had all moved out, I went through a whole process of looking for new roommates, like new people that were coming into the college that needed a place to stay. And so I had assembled a group of like new roommates. And the first night that we were all together, as most college students would do in that situation, We threw a party. And we invited like mutual friends, and everybody like came by and was like, all right, cool. Here's to a new school year, right? New roommates. Let's just get fucking drunk. And the party got out of hand real quick. Like, you know, there were a couple of things that went down. For example, it was like a co-ed house. There were like guys and girls that were like both living in there. So two of my new roommates who had never met each other, they hooked up, and they like got down and dirty on my fucking bed because I was the only one, because I had already lived there. I was the only one that had a bed set up already. Everyone else was still moving their shit in. So I was like, all right, that happened. And then another one of my roommates, I guess, like, can I even say this on Twitch? I don't even know. But another one of my roommates, like, while they were doing their thing, I guess decided to watch, and then like was pleasuring himself in the meantime. But he was also so drunk that he passed out in the middle of it. I remember like trying to go to bed and then just having to step over his body on the floor with like his dick out in his hand as he was like passed out. It was like, and that image is just burned into my head because it was just so ridiculous. I actually was probably the most tame one at that party, believe it or not. But even still, like, the thing I remember from that party is it was the first and only time I've ever had a pickle shot. And it was the worst fucking thing I've ever had in my fucking life.
A pickle shot or a pickle backer?
A pickle shot. And this is where the pinnacle comes in. This is where the pinnacle comes in. Because one of the flavors of Pinnacle vodka was cucumber. And somebody had decided to bring a Pinnacle cucumber flavored vodka, and we had pickles in our fridge at the time. And one of my new roommates was like, "Hey, Basura, do you want to do a pickle shot? You ever done a pickle shot before?" And I was just like, I was just trying to be like, it didn't sound appetizing, but even then I was kind of like, yeah, all right, I'll do the pickle shot. Sure, what the fuck? Let's break the ice, etc. I regret it. We mixed the pickle cucumber, the vodka cucumber flavor with the pickle juice from the pickle jar, and everyone is like drinking the pickle shot. I might have been the only one that hated it, which made me feel weird because everyone else, like, they love pickle shots. I don't know. Are pickle shots, like, is that a real thing?
I've never done that. That's why I asked if it was pickle shot or pickle backer, because I've done where you take a shot of a certain liquor and then immediately after you do a pickle shot, and it kind of combos really well. But I've never like mixed
it was
pickle
mixed
juice with something.
Yeah, it was mixed. Apparently, it's a thing. I had never heard about it before that night. But yeah, people do pickle shots and they really like it. And I was just like, I was just trying to be cool. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I didn't want to. In my head, I was like, that fucking sounds nasty, but whatever. I'll try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Well, I did try it and I did knock it. I did not like it. It was probably like the worst shot of my life I've ever had. The single worst shot. I want to throw up. I want to throw up as much as I did during my first story, just because of how bad it was. And I was just like, yeah, no thank you guys. Like, I'm down. I'd rather do a fucking shoey than drink another pickle shot. And so they were like, bet. And everyone else took another pickle shot, and I was like, fuck. So I had to do a shoey instead. Do you guys know what a shoey is? It's really easy. It's you take a shoe and you pour alcohol in it, and then you drink the alcohol out of a shoe. Das Boot. And you do a shoey. I did before I shotgun beers, I would do shoeys because I don't know, it was funny,
I went to a party and this guy had glass like boot glasses.
Oh,
like,
those are cool.
It had a handle and it was a massive glass boot. You just fill the thing with beer and you just have a Das Boot chug.
Fair, but mine was a shoey isn't that. It's just like you just take like literally just fucking any shoe you can find.
That's so disgusting, Chat. Can you imagine the feet that have been in those?
Regular ass shoe, like something like this. You just take a shoe and you just pour the beer in, and then you just.
You know what? The same people that do that are the same people that are like, "Oh no, you can't play beer pong with the alcohol in the cup because the gross and yada yada yada." But then they're like, "Take this drink out of a shoe."
Yeah, people have come up with so many fucking like crazy ass ways to consume alcohol. I don't think I'm about that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm really crazy. I think the craziest I'll get is like shotgunning beers. Maybe a keg stand like at the right party.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
I don't know. I'm like I'm not a fan of like pickle
I have
shots
never
or-
done an upside down cake stand. Never.
I did it once, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember it that much because it was like a frat boy party and I was super drunk and
Were you a frat
passed
boy?
out.
Did you join a frat?
I
'Cause I did
almost
not.
did. I almost did. I hung out with guys in a frat called Sigma Nu. And they did like I rushed them one year and I did get a bid. But I had to decline because I couldn't afford the fees.
Yeah.
I mean I
there are
could,
a
but it
lot.
was like do I
Especially
really-
to stay in the house. It's so
exactly. If it was like a one-time payment, I would have been cool with it. But it was like every semester you had to make like it was like a $500 payment, and I'm like, even with my grant, right? Even with my like my government grant for college, I still don't feel like that was a good price for me to just. I'm not gonna pay for friends. Like I didn't join them officially, but I still hung out with them. So I got like the social experience anyway, which is the whole point of joining a frat. I just was never officially a member, but I'm fine with that. Like I don't care. I still went to their parties and whatever because I was friends with people in the frat, so I was their +1. It was chill.
Nice.
Mhm.
All right.
Everyone is
Well-
asking me to do a shoey now.
Don't do
I'm
it.
not
Don't
gonna-
do
I'm
it.
not gonna do
I'm
a
gonna
shoey.
save
Not-
you. I'm gonna save you.
Not
Ready?
for
Ready?
fucking free. Not for fucking free.
All right. Listen, guys, and chats and listeners and YouTube. We are way past our hour podcast time,
Oh yeah.
so we are gonna have to call it here for the night. It was fun. It was a
was
great time. We had a blast. It wasn't intended to be very structured. It's fucking funny because our streams seem to have been as drunk.
It was
planning on getting.
very loosey goosey.
So we hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Hope you enjoyed the stories. Like we said earlier in the stream, Basoda is gonna hop off his stream, but we are gonna gaming. So if you want to check that out and continue to watch us drink, go ahead and swing by my stream. We're gonna take a quick 10-minute break, and then I'll be live with the games. Basoda, when are you live again? I know you're coming up on
On
breaky
a
break.
Yeah. I got 2 more streams. I got one tomorrow. We're celebrating my mod Darkstar's birthday. I'm going to be playing some games, variety games that he enjoys. And then Friday, my last stream before going on break, I'm going to be doing a bunch of community games. I don't know exactly which ones. People like Marbles, people like Gartic Phone, depending. We'll just do all of them. But we'll just do a bunch of community games to play with the homies and all that.
All right. Well, chats, listeners, and YouTube viewers, thank you for tonight. We will see you guys on the next one, episode 11. Not telling you what it is yet, because honestly, we.
Yeah, I will I will do a shoey for 20 subs gifted. I'm not doing that shit for free.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a
and
good
I will
night.
see you hopefully in like 10 minutes. Quick 10-minute break.
I'll see you guys later. Modelo fucking on top, by the way. On top of the world, baby. #1 beer. Let's fucking go. Modelo! Where the fuck is my Modelo? I'm just gonna finish the rest of this right now before we sign off. All right, fuck it. Have a good night, everybody. You've been watching the Trash Guys. Oh, we'll see you next week. Or maybe not. I don't fucking know.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone. I'll catch you guys here back shortly.